D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? Before I get started, though, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithms, and small channels like myself usually get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can read them and come up with your own thoughts, or you can just listen to this video and because I can break them all down for you and everything, and then come up with your own thoughts. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Looks like Taylor Swift has been cast in the David O. Russell movie. Now, this movie is done filming. It's completely filming, but the film has been under wraps. Like, nobody knows what it's about. Nobody knows, what the characters are, anything about it, like what the script is, anything. But the cast is quite large. It looks like it's got Margot Robbie, looks like Christian Bale, Robert De Niro, Chris Rock, Timothy Oliphant, Rami Malek, among others. There's a bunch of other people. Zoe Saldana's in it and everything. So there's a bunch of people, but the one I want to focus on is Taylor Swift. Now, with all these really great people in it, there's just so many really good people in it. I'm putting up a picture of the cast and everything, but is Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift, I'm pretty sure her role won't be that big just because, you've got all these people that are seasoned actors and, in my opinion, better at acting than her. Not trying to take away anything from her, which I'll talk about her and her acting in a minute, but I just think that her role will be smaller compared to these people. Now, back to her acting, I don't think she's the best actor. I mean, I don't think she's that great. And I know I'm going to get a lot of Swifties or whatever they called. What are Taylor Swift fans called? Swifties, right? Or Swifters. I don't remember. Who cares? But I do think she's talented musically wise. I think that, I like most of her music. I didn't like that Folklore album, but hey, if you liked it, good for you, different strokes kind of thing. But it's very interesting about all of the stuff going on with this situation because it's all has to do with David O. Russell. Now, David O. Russell has been involved in a lot. He's not a good person. Like, he's very mean to people on set. For instance, he abused Amy Adams on the set and made her cry every day on the set of American Hustle. I mean, there's an article in there. I'll leave it a link down below or whatnot. But he made her cry every day on that set. And I think that's just horrible. He groped his niece in 2012 and then tried to play it off as like, oh, she was flirting with me and everything. And I'm all like, that's not okay, buddy. I don't care if your niece was flirting with you. It's not okay to grope someone. He hit George Clooney, and he also threw things at Lily Tomlin on the set and yelled at her. He was very mean to her on the set of what is the name of that movie? It doesn't even matter. But he's just not a very good person. So now Taylor Swift, she has been in plenty of acting things before. She was in The Gift. She played a very minor role, mostly just a hologram in that movie. And she didn't stand out because, in all honesty, when I watched the movie, I was like, yeah, that kind of looks like Taylor Swift. And then I found out it was Taylor Swift. I was like, oh, yeah, it was Taylor Swift and everything. But at the same time, I just don't care. And then she was also recently in Cats. Now, I have to be honest with you. I didn't like her in Cats. I didn't like Cats. I didn't think she did a particularly good job. And I don't think that, that movie was good or any of that stuff. I just think that it was just not. It was just horrible. It was horrible. And she did okay in that role. So there's just all that stuff, and it's very interesting to see why her and these other people have taken on this movie just with a director that's so problematic, in my opinion. And a lot of people might be like, oh, it happened years ago, but I'm sorry. There are certain things that you can get over. If you get into an argument with another actor on set, there's like Christian Bale, when he freaked out on that guy, I go, listen, he was a jerk. He probably had a bad day at work. He was being a jerk. He got chastised for it by the public, but I don't think that that's enough to say, hey, don't do this guy's movie. This guy, on the other hand, it just sounds like a big dick. Like, first off, he's groping his niece. When you grope anybody, I don't care what's going on. That's inappropriate, especially with your niece. Inappropriate. And this is a trans niece, by the way, also. And then you can't be hitting people and you can't be throwing stuff at people on set. I'm sorry, this is your job. You have to act professional no matter what's going on. Can you get mad and yell at somebody? I mean, yes, but people have bad days. But at the same time, there's a difference between that and like, I've never thrown anything at anybody. So, I mean, I've gotten in arguments at work before, but I've never thrown something at somebody. So there's that whole situation. Tell me, what do you guys think about this? How do you feel about Taylor Swift joining this movie with David O. Russell? I mean, so David O. Russell can hit George Clooney, grope his niece, throw things at Lily Tomlin, and abuse Amy Adams on the set. But Taylor Swift is just fine working with him, and all the rest of these people that I named. One person at least has to know what he's done on that set, and it's very interesting how they can all sit back and be fine with him knowing these things about him. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.